Okay, now question 3. You know, this question is one of those questions where I feel like I should just give my answer bese ngithi bye bye. Check out the description box uzothola ama links for the rest of the question. But I feel like I should do it because of, you know, we have to answer the whole question, and no matter irrespective ukuthi ilula le question, there's something that you can learn, ne? But sizoyiphendula. Check out the description box uzothola ama links for other questions engiwaphendulile for the question paper. So it's just an analytical geometry question, yeah. So sizoyiphendula. So the question 3, thanks for tuning in, by the way. Now we enjoy content, please leave a like. Now we're new to this channel, now subscribe, I would appreciate that. Okay, so in the diagram below, triangle RPQ is drawn with P as 0 and 6, Q 4 and -2, M minus 2 and 0. Is the midpoint of ORQ. This point M is a midpoint, yeah? It's a midpoint. Alright, so 3.1, they want us to determine the gradient of a line MQ. MQ, this line MQ. So sizothola the gradient sizothi MQM is equal to Y Q minus YM over XQ minus XM is equal to, what is YQ? YQ minus 2, subtract OYM, that's 0, divided by OXQ, that's 4, minus OXM, negative 2. Sithola gradient here 2. I think I shy step by step, but instead let me just get this. So it's minus 2 lapha phezulu, and then divided by 4. Okay, that's 6. Answer, it's negative 1 over 3. Negative 1 over 3. So this is the answer. By the way, it makes sense with the gradient to be negative because of if I have a line that's slanting like this, gradient yami over less than 0. If it's slanting like that, it's going up, gradient komele ubani 0. Then 3.2, determine the equation of the line MP, in the form of y equal to mx plus c. Okay, before siqhubeka, I want to mention something. Okay, R, M, and Q are points that are lying on the same line. Okay, R, M, Q, ama points on the same line. Lama points lawa sithi ama collinear points, meaning that nangabe ngithethe u-RM, this line, I calculated gradient, I was gonna get to minus 1 over 3. If I took ama coordinates ka R no Q, I should get the same gradient of O minus 1 over 3. So ama collinear points now. Ne? Now answering 3.2, we want the equation of the line MP. So how do we get the equation? Bega, this line, this whole line RQ and UMP, they are what? They are perpendicular lines. They are perpendicular to each other. What do we know about perpendicular lines? That now multiply my gradients corner, they are giving us a minus 1. Okay, they are giving us a minus 1. So they want us to find the equation for this line MP. There's two ways of answer. You can either take P or M, get the gradient, then use P or M, and get your equation, right? So if sifuna an equation for any line, we can use this equation. You can also use y mx plus c directly, right? You can do that, but I like using this one. It's more direct and goes straight to the point. Okay, so in order to satisfy this equation, you need 1 point and a gradient. We already have 2 points. We now need a gradient to find the equation yet. I'm gonna use the property of perpendicular lines. I'm gonna say a gradient ka line MP uma ngithatha ngimultiply ne gradient ka RQ, I should get minus 1, right? But I do have a gradient ka RQ. Remember we calculated the gradient ka bani ka MQ, but now I'm referring to a gradient ka bani ka RQ. They are the same. I'm a collinear points. So sizoti MP, to substitute a gradient ka RQ, which is minus 1 over 3 equal to minus 1. Then a gradient ka MP is actually equal to minus 1 divided by negative 1 over 3. I think that's gonna be a 3, but let's check. Minus 1 divided by minus 1 over 3. Sure, that's positive 3. Gradient kabani ka MP. Now we can go back to this equation and substitute any point. We can use P or M, but for this one I'm gonna use P. So I'm gonna say y minus y1 over 6. So where there's y1 and x1, I substitute the coordinate lamp. What's the gradient? It's 3x. What is x1? That is 0. Y minus 6 is equal to 3x, and then the 3 multiplying with 0, that's minus 0. Y is equal to 3x. Bring the 6, go about plus 6. The 0 is gone. I'm not worry too much with 0. The 0 just disappears because anyway, minus 0 plus 6, it's actually 6. So now this is our equation for the line MP. Now so funa ama coordinates ka R lapha kubani ku 3.3. Alright, I can hide this, open another tab, then Sibano 3.3. Determine the coordinates of R. How do we find our coordinates ka R? Okay, I think it's over easier with this 7 and the midpoint, right? With this 7 and the midpoint. Yeah, it's gonna be easy. Okay, the gradient would help. It's the gradient. Okay, that's the longer way around Leo. The idea I'm having with the, how about we use a gradient instead of the midpoint? We can, but izosthatha way ngathini sizothatha more time getting ama coordinates ka R than just going with ilokanje midpoint yethu, ne? So back, I am given a midpoint. I have an unknown coordinate R, ne? How do we calculate a midpoint M? The midpoint M, it's actually midpoint M ama coordinates ka M lao, M no x no y is equal to coordinates of M. So our calculator using x no bani, no, I mean R no Q. So it's gonna be xr plus xq divided by 2 kube yr plus yq divided by 2. Okay, but we do have our coordinates ka we midpoint. What are the coordinates? So minus 2 and 0. M open bracket, I do not have my coordinates ka xr, plus what are the coordinates for q? It's 4, or xq or 4 divided by 2, and then oyr I don't have, plus what is yq? Minus 2 divided by 2. Okay, so if being my coordinates ka r if I had the x coordinate ka r, ngi substitute la, uma ngihlanganisa or uma ngisolve this fraction, I should get minus 2, meaning that the minus 2 should be equal to xr plus 4 divided by 2. Now we have an equation as formula with this calculate the x coordinate for r. I'm gonna cross multiply and total minus 4. Go xr plus 4. Bring the 4, this one over the other side, is over no minus 4 minus 4 equal to xr. Minus 8 is my answer. That's xr. Then senza the same with y r. If being no y r ngim substitute, I should get to bani 0. So 0 is equal to y r positive times that negative, it's negative 2 divided by 2. Cross multiplying to 0. Then the yr minus 2. Bring 2, give about 2 equal to yr. yr. Therefore, our coordinates r, it's minus 8 and 2, which makes sense. In the second quadrant, the x should be negative and the y should be positive. Ding! Yes, okay. Yeah, this was a nice discussion for this question, because if ever they want you to calculate ilogaj ama unknown coordinates, kwamele ubheke ukuthi bakuphe ini. You can use a gradient, yes, but iba much more quicker if ufuna calculate one unknown coordinate. Let's say mhlambe bakuphe minus 8 la, and bese bathi y asumazi ukuthi ubani calculator, then the gradient izosebenza much more quicker that way, ne? Sometimes bakuphi distance between the 2 points, calculate the unknown coordinate, it works fine. But nangabe ufuna ukuthola way 2 ama coordinates, always try to work out a midpoint between those 2 points, between this and another point lapha, then uzoyithola much more quicker ama coordinates wakho. Okay, then 3.4, what do we have? Calculate the length of PQ. Okay, so it's the high point. Okay, anyway, so PQ is equal to the square root of xp minus xq plus yp minus yq. All right, so Lana, there's nothing difficult. There's nothing difficult. No? It's just, so let's substitute. Xp is 0 minus, so xq 4 squared plus what is yp? 6 minus what is yq? Minus 2. Let's substitute. Then our pq is equal to, okay, so we have the square root of 0 minus 4 squared plus 6 minus negative 2 squared. I'm getting a 4 square root 5. So this is the distance. So we calculate anyway. Maybe this is somewhere, but I doubt. This was a giveaway question. Alright, so given that ORPQT is a parallelogram, determine the coordinates of T if point T is in the third quadrant. So there's another point corner la, somewhere la, maybe somewhere la. I don't know where the point could be, but it's somewhere in the third quadrant. This could be the point. Okay, this could be the point. Is a parallelogram, okay, this is the keyword la. This is maybe the key. Okay, it is not maybe, but it is the keyword la. Determine the coordinates of T if point T is in the third quadrant. So in order for this shape to be a parallelogram, our point T should be somewhere up. So I don't know what x is, I don't know what y is as well. Let's find our coordinates kabani ka T. How do we do that? So wenza kanjani lokho? So athola kanjani ama coordinates ka T? Okay, I'm tempted to say midpoint again. Why do I say midpoint irrelevant la? It's because of Pachoguti. This is a parallelogram. It means that, okay, in a parallelogram, ama diagonals, lama lines from corner to corner, corner to corner, they bisect each other, meaning that MT is equal to MP as well. Is equal to MP, right? So So wenza the same thing esiyenzela kubani ku-R, ne? So wenza the same thing esiyenzela lapha ku-R. Okay, let's do that. So sizothi coordinates ka T, it's x, y equal to coordinates ka T, it's actually P plus, oh no, not T, but M. Remember, we are using P, not T, to get our coordinates ka M, the midpoint. We are using a midpoint formula to get our coordinates ka T. So xp na umhlanganisa no xt divide ngo 2 uthola the x coordinate of M. If you do the same thing ama y coordinates wakhona, you should get a coordinate lakabani, y coordinate lakabani, laka M. So the coordinate, the x coordinate for M ubani -2. So -2 is equal to, what is xp? Xp is 0 plus, what is xt? We don't know, divided by 2. And then sibano y. The y is what? Okay, my is 0, so it's gonna be 0 equal to, what is yp? 6 plus, what is yt? I don't know, divided by 2. Cross multiply, sithola -4 equal to 0 plus xt. Therefore 0 plus xt, or we bring the 0 this side, it doesn't matter, okusalayo -4 yoba equals to xt. Cross multiply is tolu 0 equal to 6 plus yt. 6 plus yt, then yt wethu uzoba equal to -6. Then our coordinates got t now, -4 and -6. Ungayenza this way. There is one method engicabangayo, but explaining it now, okay, izonginikeza ama nightmares kancane. Okay, so 3.6. I'm ngizama ukuyikeepa as simple as possible, this one. Okay, so explain why RPQT is a rhombus. My God, why much? Why RPQT? Above nisitshela ukuthi parallelogram, manje senisitshela ukuthi rhombus. No. Ungadlali so. Ndlala ngama emotions wethu manje. Hey. But athi ngibuyisele lo coordinates ke coordinate t la. Let me put back the coordinate t. Nangu t, and then we have q la. All right. Guess what? This is actually a rhombus. I'll explain ukuthi why inside na manje. Ayilawanta ama-villain la. Okay, the examiners, of course. Okay, so kahle a rhombus is square esijekile, i-parallelogram i-rectangle ejekile in a way, ne? So okay, it's also important ukuthi wazi ama-properties wama common shapes. Kwamele wazi i-property ye rectangle, square, rhombus, parallelogram, kite, and trapezium. Those are the common shapes, ne? Kwamele wazi lawa ama-properties lawa when it comes to analytical, even ama-triangles. A rhombus property, there's a rhombus property which says ama-diagonals wakho, they intersect perpendicularly. Yes. I don't know how to pronounce this word, but ama-diagonals wakho, they bisect at 90 degrees. Let's just say that. Explain why RPQT is a rhombus. It's because of diagonals bisect at 90 degrees. You don't find this with parallelogram. In a parallelogram, you don't find this. Ama diagonals wako, yes, I bisect, but aga bisect at 90 degrees. Ne? The angle parallelogram where the angles where your diagonals bisect, ne? Where they intersect, parallelogram, they are actually not 90 degrees but more. Ne? Some of them are less than 90 degrees. Like this one, maybe ingaba more, this one ingaba less than 90 degrees. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this question. I hope you found something. Even though be lula, but somewhere, like maybe the last two questions, ne? Could be a little bit of a problem, but nanga we asazi story sakwa, then you're just gonna sail through this question 3. Well, check out the description box for more recordings for this exemplar paper. For now, I'm signing out. I'll spawn on the next recording. Peace.